Lift Events and Experiences, known for Canada's #1 cannabis conference and trade shows, is hosting a full slate of events in 2023 and expanding into the U.S., and you're invited. Lift welcomes everyone from legacy participants to multi-state operators to everyday folks who can enjoy and respect the plant. So join us in lifting the cannabis industry together, January 12th through the 14th in Vancouver, then in Toronto in June and San Francisco in August. Visit liftevents.com for details. That's liftevents.com.
It's only entertainment.
All right. Welcome back to The Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, capital markets analyst and host of your Cannabis Business Podcast. We're here at MJ BizCon, day 2, sunny Las Vegas. Greg Stolowitz with Weedmaps. Greg, thanks for being with us on The Talking Hedge.
Happy to be here. Happy to be in Vegas.
Yes. Weedmaps. Tell us a little bit about Weedmaps. What is it?
Sure. So we are a publicly traded company on NASDAQ, WM Technology. We have two parts of our business. Most people know us for our consumer-facing marketplace, Weedmaps.com. We have over 5,000 dispensaries, delivery services, brands on our platform in a marketplace format. And then we also have a suite of software solutions known as Weedmaps for Business, which allows our clients to utilize and enable our marketplace in more efficient, better ways. So we have a CRM software, we have a delivery software, and other solutions which attract, re-engage, and convert consumers.
So what is this CRM aspect to Weedmaps?
You know, one of the important things for us is we want to help our clients grow their businesses, attract customers. Weedmaps historically has been the place for the actual cannabis consumers, people who want to not only seek out, but end up purchasing and consuming cannabis. And so for CRM, called WM CRM, one of the reasons we're excited about that is it allows our retailers, once a client converts on Weedmaps, for them to re-engage that client. So in a traditional CRM software format, like other industries have, we are able to enable that through our software platform, leveraging our marketplace.
Okay. So essentially, if an individual wanted to find something, like if I have a guilty pleasure of blunt sticks,
okay,
and I want to find out where they're at, that's essentially what Weedmaps was designed for, is to get the consumer to the end retail shop?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about just online shopping in other industries, right, that's cannabis it exists in cannabis, and it is only growing, right? Online has traditionally been brick and mortar, and now every day more and more people shop online. And so that's what our marketplace does. It enables any cannabis consumer to find their product and purchase it, whether they want to have it delivered to their house or order ahead at our clients, or if they want to get information about a dispensary and go there. But it allows traditional e-commerce shopping like any other industry has.
It seems to have developed. I mean, you've gone public.
Yep.
You've added some features. Isn't there something on there where if I don't really know what an indica or sativa is, I'm not familiar with cultivars, that there's a visual aspect to certain strains?
Yeah, look, our marketplace has developed over time. We obviously have a learn and discover platform. So what we want to do is any type of consumer that comes to Weedmaps, whether you're a very experienced cannabis consumer or you're more novice, we want to give you that pathway to discover, learn, and ultimately shop cannabis in the way you want. So if you want to learn about strains or products or brands, we have that discovery path, and hopefully that leads you to convert if that's what you want. If you're more, I know exactly what I want to buy this specific product, we can get you there quickly as well. And so we want to cater to all different types of shopping paths. And we understand, look, this industry is growing, there's more consumers coming into this industry every day, and not every shopping path is the same, and our marketplace tries to provide a shopping experience for all users.
I don't think I asked you what you did, Greg. What keeps you busy? What's your day job?
Sure. So my day job consists of the corporate development, so all of our M&A activity, which we've done 3 acquisitions over the past year, and then also investor relations. So on the Wall Street community, talking to the investors out there about the industry and the WM technology story.
So you're slightly more busy, having gone public on the investment relations side. Talk to me about that M&A real quick before we get back to the finance aspect to it. What are those M&As all about? What was your due diligence?
Sure.
How did you go about making those acquisitions, and who are they?
Yeah, so we did 3 acquisitions in late 2021, early 2022. So we bought a company called Sprout, which is now WMCRM, which is our CRM software. We bought a business called Conveya, which is now WM Dispatch, which is a software delivery service like you see in other industries. And we also bought a company called Enlighten, which is WM Ad Suite and Screen. So it allows you to advertise on or off the Weedmaps platform in dispensaries, and also has for dispensaries a screen and kiosk system. So you can have consistency across your menu experience, both online and offline. Those acquisitions, we like any asset across industries, it's a full due diligence process. We got to know those businesses just through, they were partners of ours. We interacted with them just through, sort of normal business operations, and eventually we came to a decision that we'd really like to own those platforms because we believe they would be very nice add-ons to what we were trying to do to enable our marketplace for our clients. And then within the Weedmaps four walls, so to speak, we believe we could just accelerate their growth. And so our diligence process, normal business, financial, product diligence like you would do in any industry. Founders came to our company, and it's been a great experience for all so far.
What was the, how was it acquired? Was this all cash? Was this stock combination?
They were mixes. So these are obviously on our public filings, but we do acquisitions mix of cash or equity, and that's one of the advantages of being a public company, is that you have that ability to, you have that flexibility with public currency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How has going public changed the business?
Look, there's obviously been in the public markets, there's just some blocking and tackling from a public company responsibility, right? So from certain accounting standards we have to maintain. Obviously, we're a public company, so we report quarterly, and we have SEC filings and those sorts of things. So there are definitely functions, processes that we stood up just by default of being a public company. We also speak to investors quite frequently, obviously quarterly, after when we're not in our blackout periods. We're at investor conferences across the country, and we're always talking to investors, some of whom are new to cannabis and learning out the industry, institutional investors, figuring out where their investment thesis should be. Hopefully if it's with WM Technology, and also investors that have been in the cannabis industry a long time. And so, being a public company gives us a lot of advantages. We talked about the public currency. Obviously, capital is different. The capital available to us is different as a public company on NASDAQ. Lots of opportunity, lots of options. And obviously, there's just operational things that come with being a public company that we've had to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's highly regulated being publicly traded. Cannabis is highly regulated. And then you're working with delivery systems, which adds some complexity to that. What have you noticed about delivery? Washington State, where I'm from, Leafly is headquartered at, doesn't allow for delivery, but the pandemic really sort of pushed that forward a lot faster. Doing business development, are you seeing that that's kind of a need now or a necessity at this point? And how do states like Washington get on board?
Yeah, look, delivery is big in the states where it's allowed. It's not allowed in every state, as you said. I mean, I think if you look at other industries, right, pandemic was a perfect example, people have accelerated not only their online shopping experience, but also delivery. Cannabis is at the early stages of that. Some of it is just where the industry is in its life cycle, and some of it is not every state has delivery. And so as more and more consumers shop, some will always choose the in-store experience. Some will go into Weedmaps and order online for pickup, and that's the purchase path they like. But others will choose delivery, and I think it's an aspect of the industry that will only increase over time, and we want to support our delivery clients. It'll be impacted not only by the regulations, but it'll also be impacted just as more and more consumers get comfortable with that purchase method. As they figure out what they want and the delivery and delivers what they want, we expect to become a big part of the industry.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any data or know off the top of your head? I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm curious about what people are querying. So do you have like a number one most queried product or SKU or whatever that people are constantly looking at?
Yeah, no, you did put me on the spot. I don't have it offhand, but obviously look, our data assets we're very proud of it. We're very bullish on it, very excited about it. We've been around since 2008, so we have 14 years of product history, search history, menu information across our dispensaries, and so we have a volume. I'll get you the information. I'll come back, but we just have a wealth of information of what the industry is looking for, purchasing, what's available, and we think that's an advantage we have because it impacts what we can surface to consumers, analytics we can provide to clients. Some of our product initiatives are impacted by what we know consumers want, and so all of the data we have impact our operations, and it's something we're really excited about and want to continue to leverage in the future.
Well, I can tell the people that Yoko Miyasha is doing a phenomenal job running it for Cy Scott, the founder, who's now at Headset. His data is saying 40% flower, and in regional areas like Arizona that's more conservative, going after vape pens, Washington, less conservative, going after pre-rolls. So I would imagine it's based on a region and where you're at and what's the number one thing.
No, for sure, yeah.
Data's always interesting to look at and see what consumer preferences are, behavior, and
yeah, no, and it's changing, and some of it's based on as more and more brands develop and brand awareness becomes more brands established in a certain market. That'll impact what consumers want, form factors, types of products, brands. Everything's evolving. No state's the same, no area is the same. We're still in the early innings of this industry, and everything it's continued well. Flower is by and large the biggest form factor in this industry today, but everything's evolving day by day.
Awesome. If there's investors out there or anybody else who wants to check out Weedmaps, where can they do that at?
Sure. So consumers out there, obviously weedmaps.com, or investors or the financial community wants to see our marketplace. Our WM Technologies is our parent company, our publicly traded company, but we have on our website investors.weedmaps.com for our investor site, and you can sort of navigate through there.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. I think with that, we're going to have to roll this one up, so I want to thank my guest, Greg Stolowitz with Weedmaps, for being on the Talking Heads.
Great to be here.
Appreciate it. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Heads. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Or don't, and I'm out.
Don't forget to smash that like button on your way out and check out these other videos that we've got.
Thanks for listening to today's show. To check out more great cannabis podcasts, go to podconnects.com. Here's a preview of one of our other shows.
Hi, I'm Gary, and I invite you to discover the Cannabis Podcast, a bi-weekly podcast focused on a Canadian's cannabis culture. I would be the Canadian, and my cannabis passion and culture has been building for 5 decades. I share that passion for this wonderful plant in every episode, through conversations with cannabis advocates and enthusiasts, stories about the ever-changing legal environment, and some hands-on testing of product in a segment I call Cultivar Corner. The Cannabis Podcast, a Canadian's cannabis culture, one toke at a time.